It's all right. Hey, welcome. Hello. Hi. My name is
Hi.
Alex O'Neill. I'm joined by Tony Horvath and Brian Nobishan Jackson. No, all at once, please.
Hello.
And this is our reacts to the Nintendo Switch conference, which just happened. It's just finished. It is 12:13 a.m. on the East Coast.
9:13 p.m. local time.
Local time for Tony Horvath. Hot takes. Brian Nobishan Jackson, hit me with it. What do you think?
Hotake. Like I've been saying, it's a Nintendo ass machine, and I'm buying for the right reasons because it's a Nintendo machine that plays Nintendo games. So that's what I expected. Everything I saw
on the Switch.
Go. Okay. Continue, Nobishan.
But it has some nice surprises, like some developers out there.
Yeah.
That I personally cared about. I like hearing that No More Heroes is coming, or at least Travis Touchdown is coming to a game. I hope it's not like something stupid like Smash or something like that. But like, not that Smash is stupid, but it'd be kind of weird for him to be in Smash. But like having him and having another game would be awesome because he totally skipped the Wii U when he said he was going to do something on there, but he never did. So that has me excited. That's a weird 1% of the gaming market who got excited. Like only me and Danny got excited for that. So it's like one of those type of things.
I was excited as well. I mean, I don't have as much of an attachment. Also, blessing out of Yo-Ye. Shout out to Shaboy. He loves No More Heroes. 2 of his favorite games of all time. So.
Oh, I need to talk to Blessing more.
Exactly. So, your dude's out there. He's with you.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, the Zelda trailer was 10 out of 10.
Man,
that was feelings, dude.
I was emotional.
Chills.
Yeah, I was.
That.
That's the most emotional I've gotten from a Zelda trailer since that really first story heavy Skyward Sword trailer. Which you know because that was when they showed Zelda and it's man there's a story to it.
There's a departure from its old form.
Yeah, the story of that game was great. And it's this seems like it's kind of be the best of both worlds, where it's open and Zelda, and also has a really cool story. And voice acting again, first Zelda game with voice acting. It was all Japanese in the trailer they showed, but it's cool. It's new. It feels Zelda, and also it feels new and fresh as well.
Yeah. I'm hoping they'll do a decent job with that dub because if they're going to do something new as bringing voice into Zelda, it needs to be top tier. No joke. This can't be no Aqua fucking shit. Aqua and Terra or fucking Aeris and Kingdom Hearts 2 type of thing. This has to be on point.
Yeah.
If only Link could talk.
Yeah, I mean
that's not going to happen.
Yeah. I know it'll never happen, but
he doesn't need to.
at the very last, at the credits, could be
he just says, "Fuck," just cuts to black. Yeah, I mean, Tony, do you want to give your hot take?
Yeah, and I was kind of saying before, from what I saw, Splatoon 2 looks awesome.
Yeah.
That Mario game, I saw that and I was like, is this a GTA game? And then Mario showed up and jumped on his hat, and that was
that game looked incredible. I don't care what anybody says. I was so into that.
Yeah, dude. It looks like it'll be interesting. Bowser's literally a pimp in that game.
Yeah. I was into that too.
Getting married to Peach, hey man, I'd ship him. But what I was saying is from what I've seen, right? I don't know if the Switch is ever going to be something that gets plugged into my TV. I think it's just going to sit next to my bed in the dock, pull it out, play some games, go to bed. That's kind of what that's a feeling I get from it. But
did you do that with your Wii U?
I did, but I didn't do it enough because Tokyo Mirage Sessions, you couldn't do it.
Right.
I played a lot of Super Mario Maker that way, but that's the only game that really I could do that way. But that is my preferred method of playing Nintendo games.
I do want to point out some things that were not in the conference that are on Nintendo's website now, like Super Mario 8 Deluxe, which is coming out April 28th for the Switch.
Has some Splatoon kids and all the Koopa kids. And
it says new features like a revamped battle mode. Huh?
Oh.
New characters like Inkling Girl, Inkling Boy from Splatoon, King Boo, Dry Bones, and Bowser Jr. Most importantly, Dry Bones.
Oh, Dry Bones confirmed? Oh.
Yeah, Dry Bones confirmed. And yeah, I mean, that's the Mario Kart 8's the best Mario Kart. And they're adding double items to that stuff too. So best since Double Dash at least. So that's a good one. So that has a date and it's on the site just as a heads up. And It's got a hot logo as well.
Yeah, I guess other things to touch on. The price.
Yeah, price and date. March 3rd, $300.
Date
Wow,
was great.
sooner.
I was actually like not expecting them to drop the price right at the beginning, but I think that
I
price
figured
is
that was the best way to
something
go
for
about
them to be confident about. However, they waited a while to announce that there was no pack-in game with it. So really, for most of us, the launch price is $360 because we're buying Zelda and the game.
Yeah, I mean,
Or
like
Zelda and the console, right?
Zelda was never going to be the packing game.
Of course.
So
I think that like
that was
1-2
a shoo-in for me.
Switch was like when that was being shown. I was like, "Here's the pack-in game."
Yeah, that's what I thought as well. But
Maybe who knows? Maybe it just comes installed on your Switch or something. That'd be great.
it's saying there's a pre-order button on the website, so I doubt it. It's coming out March 3rd as well. It's weird. It's only got those 2 games on launch. It looks like.
Yeah, that's another thing I noticed is like that lineup is just not strong.
Yeah, I would imagine that there's a lot of downloadable stuff that comes with that.
That's the hope, right?
That is the hope. But I like $300 is like that's a really good price point though.
Yeah, I think so too.
I'm like we speculated that it'd be 250 or 300 like in that range.
Yeah, I was thinking about maybe like a 279 if they went for something that was like a little abnormal.
Yeah. But like, there's one SKU that just comes with like the either multicolor or the regular gray.
What's your take on the colors? You gonna get that multicolor?
I like them, but I'm dumb.
Ooh.
Like I understand that I'm dumb and I like them for no good reason, but I like them a lot.
So
the price quick real fast. The price of controllers are out. The Pro controller is $70 and the Joy-Cons are $80.
Ooh, wow. That is
Pricey.
That is pricey.
question: the colored controllers is like the material colored, or is it like something that you put on it? Because that's
The
what
material
it
is
looked like to me.
colored.
Okay, so you're stuck with your pink controller shit.
Yeah, it's neon red and neon blue.
Well, yeah, but there are other colors as well that they showed. So
Yeah. So I put out the request that people tweet us their thoughts with hashtag IP Swish. If you're watching live, you'd like us to read your comments, please. You can either tweet at me or at Irrational Pod with the hashtag IP Swish, which I thought was a nice fun callback to our past joke. My hot take, I think like I told Nabishin before we started, I think I'm more positive on this than probably most people will. Like I didn't think it was that bad. Like I thought it was very like it felt kind of like a business meeting as much as it was like a press conference for people to watch. And that's because like Nintendo's never done a worldwide launch ever before. So like realizing that immediately when it started, I'm like, oh, of course all of this is in Japanese. Like, of course, like this makes sense to me. Again, Nabishin pointing out I'm maybe a bit more reasonable and had the right expectation. But like, yeah, this is first worldwide launch in Europe, Japan, and North America on the same day, which, like I said, is a first for them. It's no region locking. This is a thing like they had to kind of send to everybody. There were plenty of issues with it, like pacing. It was rough. It was terrible. It doesn't like stack up to other press conferences for their quote unquote competitors like Sony or Microsoft. But this wasn't an E3 press conference. And it wasn't set up to be. And like, there's a reason why Nintendo doesn't really like to do E3 press conferences, right? I will say like things that I liked. I appreciate that like all the Japanese developers and producers got out there because like I feel like people don't really know who they are. And I appreciate how much time they spent on just the fucking Joy-Cons. Like,
yeah,
they clearly love them, and I actually really love them now too.
yeah. I was really worried about the Joy-Cons when they first showed those 2 buttons like on the interior rail of them, and then when they showed the wrist strap thing, it kind of made more sense. That's the intended button.
Yeah.
Which is nice.
Yeah, which
'Cause
is nice.
The other buttons, they look real small and kind of unwieldy.
Again, like stuff like ARMS and stuff, which I think ARMS is probably like a really great game that no one will play.
Yeah.
But like stuff like that, I don't necessarily see myself playing a lot of, leaning into the gimmicky stuff. But they also showed plenty of stuff that's like, here's a fucking video game that you just sit back and play while having fun for it with it. And I like, again, the Nabishin probably echoes my sentiment on this. Like the Nintendo games, which is what I came here for, look fucking stellar, man. Like Super Mario Odyssey fucking spoke to me. And I think that's a cool name. It's a great idea. It's kind of like an open world Mario game, which I guess all Nintendo games are open world from now on. Splatoon 2 goes without saying. Like, more people playing Splatoon is a great thing.
Yeah, that definitely looks cool.
Yeah, and like Zelda was a showstopper, right? It's hitting launch, assuming nothing catastrophic happens between now and then. It's got a great price. Like, I think in the short term, like, this will be okay if they can manage to get Mario out by the end of the year. It'll be a strong first year for them. I would have liked to see more games, but I don't think it was terrible. I think it was bad as far as a presentation is concerned, but I think what they were, like, the hardware itself, like the Switch console, looks fucking awesome. And I think they're saying the right things about that, even if they're not saying the right things about games. But that's my hot take. Mm-hmm. A couple other things. Online. Let's talk about that. There's going to be some kind of app. There's going to be an app. Hot apps.
You talking about for the voice chat?
Yeah, so there's going to be like some voice chat through a Nintendo Switch online app on your phone, on your smart device, which kind of makes sense. I mean, people just use Discord or Skype anyway, but that's like a clever workaround to it, at least.
For no Nintendo problem.
Yeah, exactly. You know, like, just, hey, fucking just put it on the cell phone that everyone has fucking got next to them anyway. Which makes, like I said, makes a lot of sense. And it's going to be paid online after a point, you know?
Yeah.
It was a matter of time, really.
Going through the weeds of some of the comments, I believe it was Eric Miller says you'll get a free NES or Super Nintendo game every month, and they're supposed to have, some of them might have online play, so it looks like they're going to have like a little bit of enhancements on each of the free ones. So
yeah,
and
cool. Like, we don't know the price of that per month yet. If it's $60 a year, like their competitors, like, you know, whatever, I think it'd be smart, like PlayStation Plus did, to start off a little bit lower. Well, PlayStation Plus started at equal price, and then Xbox went up, but maybe like $40 a year. Wouldn't be a bad price for $5 a month or something like that. It'd be, I think it'd be smart to go into like, hey, we're the weak link of the 3 online services, so we should have a lower price because of that. But yeah, it's not like necessarily surprising. I dropped the link for you guys to the Switch website. And, you know, free like virtual console stuff makes sense as well. Anything else that we're missing, like big announcements? Fire Emblem Warriors, which is, I guess, a Musou Fire Emblem game, which I'll play the shit out of.
Yeah.
Hopefully, if I ever.
You said something about Hyrule Warriors.
Yeah, I want to play Hyrule Warriors, and I want to play Dragon Quest Warriors, but I just never played them. Xenoblade 2. Or Xenoblade Chronicles 2, I guess is what it's called in the States. Super Mario Odyssey. What did you guys think of Super Mario Odyssey? Did you guys like that?
I hope that Mario can pick up some water guns and shoot them at people and steal their cars.
I hope we can just punch people.
Yeah, that'd be great. The hat kind of creeps me out, I gotta say.
I liked, like, how different the areas looked.
Nah, the real people creep me out, man. Like
like the weird cartoon people.
That was also weird because they're so much taller than you.
No, they're real. They're real people.
Yeah.
Real people. So.
This is New York. This is a real place.
Oh.
I thought that was so funny. Like him, like I was like, because I got a little bit of Sonic 06 vibes.
I got Sonic Adventure. I'm like, whoa, like why are there suddenly real people everywhere?
It was colorful and fun versus any Sonic video game. But yeah, I thought that was silly. I was into it. Like, it was like, this is fucking so weird, and I'm so game. And it was like, it broke away from that pretty quickly to like standard kind of like colorful Mario style levels. 1-2 Switch.
Yeah, like I said, was what I expected to be the pack-in. Looks like it'll, you know, take a good advantage of what the Switch does differently.
HD Rumble.
Yeah,
HD Rumble
was cool.
That was cool, man. Like I said, I was into the Joy-Cons. I like giving a Joy-Con to your friend is spreading the joy.
Oh man, they were on point with all those puns and switches over and
Dude, those fucking snaps.
They love that little snap noise.
It's awesome. I loved it too. Like I was sold on the hardware after their like kind of little tease last year, but man, I really dug how hard they leaned into it. And I loved your tweet at me, Navashin, of like how many fucking snap noises we get. So here are the tweets that I got, which are all negative, which is unfortunate, but Cameron Abbott at Unsexiest Comedy, why? Just how do you screw up this badly? I mean, I'm totally down for ARMS because I'm a weirdo, but this conference, bruh, bad. Again,
Expectations.
I think I came in with the right expectation. Like, this was a Japanese conference. I feel like it partially wasn't even for us, which is, it's a shitty thing to say. This was trying to be for everyone, but Nintendo is still a Japanese company that doesn't know how to do worldwide launches before because they've never done it before.
This is basically the same tone as like a Tokyo Game Show.
Yeah,
you watch the Sony one.
Yeah, exactly. It was a Japanese press conference. It was fucking super weird to see Bill Trinan up there just fucking dropping Japanese though. that freaked me out. But few people are pointing out we're 6 weeks away from the launch of this platform.
Yeah, it's not far.
Which is awesome. Like, that's like, it's very Apple to do something like that. It's not far. The first weekend, the first week of March, the 3rd. I mean, Andrew Taylor said, "What was that?" Hashtag IP Swish. Thank you for using the hashtag.
We've got a late comer.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah, we did.
Oh, hey Scott. Scott, I need your hot take.
I didn't watch it yet.
Okay, great.
That's a very Scott thing to do.
That's the most Scott thing you could ever do. What do you want to know, Scott?
I don't even know.
Okay.
I don't know what I want to know.
Do you want to know price and release date?
That's a good place to start.
Okay, March 3rd.
All right.
$300, $299.99.
Console only.
What does that mean? Console only.
Like it does not come with a.
Oh, no packing game. Yes.
Yeah. Right. Okay.
Breath of the Wild, March 3rd. So they're hitting launch with that.
Yep.
That's the important one. I know. I'm speaking to you, Scott.
New Nintendo Sports, also March 3rd.
Weren't they saying that might not hit launch?
Yeah, there were rumors that it wasn't gonna.
Things Scott cares about: Splatoon 2.
Splatoon 2 is happening.
Cool.
It's happening in spring. No release date yet.
Yeah, it's like summer or something.
The new Mario game is called Super Mario Odyssey.
Looks like GTA plus Mario.
It started off with like Mario running around New York City. It was fucking super weird. And no, I'm not making that up. No, that's real. Then he jumps in like this airship and flies to like more Mario-like levels, but it's kind of like an open world Mario. This is what it was to me. It was Banjo-Kazooie plus Mario. So of course I was fucking into it. Xenoblade Chronicles 2.
New Shin Megami
But I mean,
Tensei.
it sounds like another Mario 64 that's less
It's
painting and level based.
Yeah, it sounds big. It seems like a kind of groundbreaker, which is cool.
Do I need to be recording, or are we just talking?
No, we're just talking. This is just a hangout.
New Bomberman.
No, there was no new Bomberman. Stop lying to him.
There's definitely was Super Bomberman.
Super Bomberman. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Guess what? Dry Bones is a character, Scott. I know you've been waiting your whole life.
That's the white round things that disappear when you look at them, right?
Yeah, the skeletons. Logan Wilkinson sent me a tweet. Yikes. Hashtag IP Swish. Which I feel like it was a rough conference, Scott. You would not have had fun.
Yeah, probably.
It was all in Japanese, except for maybe like 2 parts, with translation going over top of the audio.
Man, one of those translators was not into it.
Yeah, dude, that guy who was trying to translate Suda, like,
Right?
I
was like,
don't know
you
if
diss
Suda
my boy
was
like that.
Yeah, Suda's great, and I don't know if he was like Suda was too excited for him, or like I don't know, man. He wasn't doing a good job. Super Bomberman R is a thing. Don't know what it is.
I saw like during one of like the sizzle reels there was just a
So the
quick clip
conference
of
itself
Bomberman.
was rough, but the information, no.
No, the information was good. Like price and release date. Here we didn't get to the bad news.
Yeah.
Battery
All right.
life.
All right.
2 to 6 hours. It's going to depend on the game that you're playing. I imagine downloadable games won't take as much battery.
I imagine Zelda, you're gonna get that hot 90 minutes.
Yeah, dude, you got 90 minutes on that bad boy, so you better plug up.
The one thing that like really stuck out to me as far as like negatives is like you plug in the USB-C connection to charge it on the bottom.
Yeah.
That really kind of ruffles my jimmies, you know.
Ruffles your jimmies, huh?
Yeah, I like top ports because you know you can't put a game system in your lap.
It's just like the
You
cord's
get
going.
that cord just like
right
directly
into
into
dick.
your belly button, and you're gonna break it, and the port's gonna get fucked up, and that's how you break technology.
A lot of people are taking this as like the worst case scenario of like, man, they really fucked this up. I think it was a bad conference. Well, I don't even think it was a bad conference. I think it was like a conference not really good for us. Because it was like all in Japanese. It was very like it felt like Nabishin pointed this out earlier. It felt like a TGS conference that is also being broadcast to America. But like the hardware itself, they spent a lot of time like introducing the Joy-Con controllers and all that stuff. The hardware itself looks really great. Really, really great.
Well, I guess that's kind of most of what they have, right? Like, how many games do we have on launch? We have like 3 or 4 total.
Maybe. We don't know what downloadables look like. I'm trying to get
yeah.
this fucking page with all Switch games coming up. There we go.
So like what they're going on right now is hardware, and I guess we'll have E3 and all that stuff for when they actually want to talk about more stuff. But,
Yeah, NATO just hit me up with a tweet. He said, no Pokemon frowny face, and it's going to be
I
around...
was also gonna say that it was weird not to see the Pokemon game shown because that's a pretty well known one.
I will have to say, like, as far as like games that they showed, there was nothing really like something that would be on a 3DS type of thing. if you know
No,
what I'm
yeah.
saying.
It was very, very different.
Yeah, very consoleized game. So, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know how portable they'll actually go with this system.
Yeah. Again, I think they want to come out of the gate strong, too. And all the stuff they showed was strong. All right, so I'm going to hop in the chat real quick. Nate said, well, what happened? G'day, Meerkat. They didn't say Australia. Button talk with Nintendo from Logan. Looks like it's going to be 400 to 450 for Nate, which is rough. I don't know if I can justify 450 Australian just to play Zelda.
Get a Wii U.
And Logan said, yeah, I actually probably got pushed away from buying it day one. They're talking about Logan's Game of the Year podcast. I don't think it's worst case scenario at all. I mean, Mario looks dope as hell. Just everything else is very meh. Again, like I was kind of on board for this platform with Zelda on day one, assuming that was going to be day one. No matter what, they hit that. Here's another little bit of bad news for you, Scott. Paid online.
Yes.
It's gonna essentially online play will be free out of the gate, and starting this fall, there will be some kind of paid online service. And it sounds like there will be like free virtual console games included with that and all that. But I don't know. I think that those are the big ones, Scott. Again, like I think it was an underwhelming conference, but there
were some cool things in it.
The platform itself is I'm really excited about in the games, the Nintendo games, like the ones that I'm coming to the party for. I'm really excited about. And like there was cool stuff like that Shin Megami Tensei drop is like this cool. This is like the third party stuff that I would expect.
Jack Frost.
Yeah, Jack Frost hanging out. You saw Thor just chilling there. But the Shin Megami Tensei game is like, okay, yeah, this is something that like a 3DS developer is now going to be making for the Switch. Because obviously Shin Megami Tensei 4 and then the Devil Summoner games were huge on 3DS. And that's where they lived. So like that's the kind of stuff that I was talking about as far as third party is concerned. Yeah. I don't know, man. Any other thoughts? Do we have any other? I'm trying to pull up this page of Switch games, but it's fucking not loading because Nintendo's website is on fire.
Yes.
Just refreshing Amazon to see a pre-order will pop up. So
Yeah, it
I can
sounds
get
like it
mine.
probably won't.
Yeah,
I mean, it's up on Walmart right now, so I'm just making sure.
Yeah. But fuck Walmart. Am I right? No, I'm just kidding.
what's wrong with Walmart?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm pretty positive on it, but any other thoughts? Anything else? Who wants to buy this thing?
I mean, I'm gonna get one just because Zelda is kind of like my thing.
Day
Okay.
one.
Yeah, but why not? You know, like what's gonna happen? You're gonna get one. Like,
Nintendo Switch. What's gonna happen?
You gotta make that switch early. Well, okay, so here's the thing. I have two roommates that really, 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 really want to play these co-op games together, and so we've made a roommate pact to get.
Yeah, that
the
1-2 switch with
as early
Danny
as possible.
Juarez would be pretty good.
Yeah, and then I have another roommate who's super into Minecraft, and he's like, "Minecraft's on this. We're starting a house server on the Switch, and we're all playing." And I'm like, "All right." So I've got some underlying reasons for that, but yeah, like thing is like you're gonna get one on release date if you can manage to get a pre-order in, and then there's not gonna be any for like 2 months
Oh, dude, it's gonna be
or
scarce
more. Yeah,
because this is worldwide.
right, exactly. And then you're gonna, then you'll get past all that, and there's just not gonna be anything. So when you get there, like it'll be like 6 months later, you finally get yourself a Switch. And then there you go. So I don't know. It's just like the easiest mode for me, if I can manage to get a pre-order.
Yeah. I mean, like you said, I'm there for Zelda Day One, so
Right. Exactly.
it doesn't matter.
I want to be in on that.
Yeah, and I understand it's coming to Wii U as well. They didn't say whether or not the Wii U version was coming out on March 3rd.
Almost see why not.
I don't know. The GameCube version came out a week after the Wii version with Twilight Princess, so God fucking knows anything is possible. But yeah, I guess like I get like why people are upset. I get the lack of games and stuff. It definitely feels like they're pushing this console out just to get the hardware out there before there are any real games for it. But like, so did PS4 and Xbox One. Like.
Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba.
This is how fucking video game consoles work. They're like, hey, we're going to get people excited for new hardware, and then they'll buy it because they're day one adopters, and we don't need games for them because these people will just buy these consoles anyway. And we'll put the games out later, and that'll get everybody else. So, and fucking Sony still hasn't put out any games for
Hello.
Oh wait, I'm waiting for Alex.
Yep.
After you get for being snarky, Alex.
Yeah. So let's
I expected him to come back sooner. But he's
pre-order.
still gone.
Maybe I'll just pre-order it from Walmart since it's up here right now.
Probably.
Does Walmart take your money like right away? I assume
I
it
don't
did.
know. I'm gonna
That's why I
find out.
didn't do that.
I will let you know because if they take my money right away, I guess I'm giving them my money.
She keeps
It is.
dropping.
It's only. Hey, welcome back.
Hey, welcome back.
Maybe. Nope. Check out. Let's see.
But yeah, the 2 to 6 is a little disappointing because I was hoping for more of a 4 to 10
I'm back.
because that's roughly the amount of time that you would have on a 3DS. For the heavier games, it is closer to 2, but on most games, you can get around 3 to 4.
Yeah.
Hi. Oh, hi. Hello.
Like, and the only, I'm pretty sure the Vita doesn't last much longer.
3 is about 3 to 5 hours, I would say.
So here's what I see, guys.
My launch Vita, at least.
If you wanted to buy one from Walmart right now, you could have it shipped to you, and it gets you on March 10th. You can pre-order it and pick it up as early as March 8th. So
Bullshit.
there's that.
Isn't that like days after release?
And the 3rd is the date.
Yeah.
So a full week after release, you could probably walk into a GameStop.
Oh yeah, you could. GameStops actually are doing like tomorrow morning. Each store has an allotted thing. They put signs up on their doors, and like with the store's allotment, and they're like, "This is how many people." And I've seen tweets from people that are like, "And now I'm waiting outside of the GameStop." So like people are camping out, get their pre-orders in. That's the world we live in today.
We shouldn't. It shouldn't be that. Everything's online. That's
You're
stupid.
Right. You're right, but that's how GameStop seems to be doing it. At least a couple of them are. There's like, here's the, the 41 that we have at the store. First 41 people here tomorrow morning, basically.
All right, I have no idea what's happening with my internet. I didn't hear. Now I'm sure you're gonna get this thing.
Yes, I'm getting it day one.
Okay.
Just because I want to play my Nintendo games, and like I said, I put money aside for this very reason. Like I know what I want, and I know what I'm getting into. I know what the system is, or was going to be before it even came out, and it's exactly what I expected it to be. So yeah, I'm getting it.
Gonna make that switch.
Hey.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna wait for Amazon to send me an alert, be like, "Yo, I'm ready to pre-order this shit," and then I'll be like, "All right, get it in there."
I'll just Wario 64.
Yeah.
Randomly tweet, and I'll find it after that. So hopefully I'll be lucky.
Most likely, I'll end up holding off for a month or two.
Well,
I'm just concerned because like this is gonna be in between what the NES Classic is and what the Wii was when that were released. I think it's gonna be somewhere in that middle where it's like either you can't find anything for months, or you can't find anything for like 2 years.
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
Gonna be somewhere around.
Like,
there.
what about like the Smash Bros. GameCube adapter?
Oh yeah, I didn't get that till maybe April when that game came out in November.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
that was infuriating.
Yeah. So we'll see, right? Like, I think that it's not that hard to do pre-orders on stuff. Like, I don't know. When PlayStation 4 came out, I could pre-order like as soon as the price was announced, and then basically everybody could pre-order, and that you were good to go.
But I guess we'll just try to keep each other informed. Like if it happens, I'll text you guys or whatever.
God, I hate everything so much right now.
Hey, welcome back.
Anyways, so Alex can hear it. Yeah, I probably won't be getting it for the first day one, so it might not happen for another month or two.
What's wrong with Zelda? We lost
Nothing's wrong. Nothing's wrong with Zelda.
He has a perfectly fine Wii U, Tony.
That's right. Me too.
Do you?
Yeah, I have a
No.
Wii U.
Oh, I thought you gave away.
No, I still have it. It ended up coming with me to Vegas. So yeah, it's chilling. I think it's set up somewhere. I just don't know where. Oh, he's here.
Plug the Ethernet in. It's happening.
You're here.
I swear to God, my Wi-Fi won't automatically disconnect for whatever fucking reason.
Welcome back.
I got most of that, Scott. You know what? It's just I've had a really long day.
Yeah, and then the Switch was announced.
The Switch was announced, and I'm a little excited about it. And I guess that makes me astronomically more excited than everyone else in my Twitter feed right now. I'm just gonna close Twitter. I'm just fucking sick of the negativity.
Oh, come on, man! Don't make this a thing. I mean, like stuff like this happens all the time, bro. Like
I know it's just it's like I've had such a week of that, and it's
I mean, I guess to take your side, it's been like
it's
been a few months of that for you.
I mean, like
been a few
on
months of
Alex's side, I don't have Twitter open either.
it's just a lot of it's been thrown at me versus like just kind of seeing it right now. It's mostly just seeing it. It's just I get it. Like most people aren't positive about it. It's just there are positives to this situation.
Yeah, I wish that I could like ask those people like, hey, what would have made this conference good for you?
Yeah, and
most people probably couldn't answer that question.
Exactly.
It's like there's no answer to that question. And if your answer was, I don't know, third-party games, like, well, fucking what?
That's not anything that you should expect from Nintendo in the first place.
Like, I agree that like if Mario was like a launch game, this would be immediately way better conference. But I'm happy that Mario is ideally at least in the first 9 months.
Yeah.
It's just
what you gonna do? It's up at Best Buy, by the way. If you want to try that, Tony.
I will. That'll give you that hot take on the Best Buy pre-order.
Hotake. I'm not actually that angry. I just want to put that out there. But to everybody,
I get it.
to everybody out there, they're cool. At least there are cool games for this thing. Cool Nintendo games for this thing. That was the best case scenario of this, and we're getting that. So, now that I'm not disconnecting, any
Store pickup.
other last minute thoughts?
Nothing really. Like, I'll be happy to have it in my hand.
Yeah,
And then like I'll wait till people be like, oh, I mean, it's gonna be the usual Nintendo cycle where it's like, oh, I'll get it, and then like and then no one can get it for like the next like month or two, and then I'll be like, oh, it's so great, and then people say, nah, it's not that great, and they don't even want it anymore.
Yeah,
So here's what
and then everyone can get it.
hot takes. So what I'm seeing right now, they don't have on their store the actual release date of it yet, but it does say that you can pick up on release date.
I'm very curious to hear. People are going to be able to play this tomorrow. I am very curious to hear what people think of the actual hardware. That's like honestly the biggest make or break thing, because like when the thing I liked about the conference most was like I liked this shit where they're like, we're gonna zoom in on this controller real quick and show you this really sexy look at this controller, and talk about all the HD vibration in it. And if all of that ends up like, if it doesn't feel like a good piece of hardware, then like it takes a hit for that. But kind of like I said, I'm probably just gonna play this laying on my couch, watching it on my TV for the most part. But there you go.
Yeah, there you go.
All right, hot takes. Thanks, kids. Sorry, I was a technical disaster during this little reactions. I've had like no technical problems in all of my editing I've been doing all day, so of course it had to cap off on it. It sounds like we're generally maybe not positive on the conference itself, but interested in the hardware.
Yeah.
And I think that was Nintendo's plan. If you think Nintendo cut off both their legs, I guess we want to know about it. Send your thoughts to @IrrationalPod with the hashtag IPQ. And send us emails. I definitely want to know why you don't think this was a great conference. And let us know what you think they could have done better. Mailsack@irrationalpastures.com is also the email address. Now, we will not be recording for another week since we're still right in the middle of Game of the Year stuff, which was great time in Nintendo. But you will have plenty of podcasts to listen to in the meantime, so don't you fucking sweat it. With that, thanks for hanging out, guys. It's pretty late here on the East Coast. I love you, boys, and I love you, viewers. We will catch you all later.